What's up YouTube, this is Delta back with another Call of Duty Mobile video where today I am going to be showing you the best class setups for the PDW-57. Just before I begin, remember that if you want an intro, outro, or logo, then contact my friend Arti. He is a GFX artist and you guys can consult on a reasonable price. His Discord tag is in the description. Here are some of his works on screen, they're super cool. Also, my new Discord is set up, so here is the link on screen and also in the description. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so now we are going on to the PDW-57 class setup, so let's get right into it. Let's go to loadout here, and the PDW-57, the loadout was kind of weird. Kind of had to like mess around with a bunch of attachments, so I'll give you some of the best attachments, starting with the sight. I really don't care, I prefer the red dot sight. However, if you run iron sight, then you will be good to go. In terms of attachments, physical attachments, not the scope, it's kind of weird because I think the best attachments would be full metal jacket, quick draw, foregrip, and then kind of good attachments would be like long barrel, suppressor, and fast reload. And the attachments you never want to use would be stock, laser sight, and extended mag. In my preference, this is my favorite setup. However, I do see people running suppressor, especially on YouTube, and some people do run fast reload and long barrel, but that's up to preference. Whatever, you need to play with your weaknesses and try to figure out how you are going to counter your weaknesses. In terms of secondary weapon, you can use the J358 especially because the PDW is a short-range weapon. You want to be able to have a way to tackle opponents that are shooting at you from across the map, especially if your accuracy is pretty good. The J358 is really good to use, and the best attachments for it would be the full metal jacket, laser sight, and extended mag. I wouldn't use suppressor because you are trying to extend the range, and you don't want to shorten the range, and then your pistol is useless. SMRS also works. Operator skill, I use War Machine, and you can use Sparrow or Death Machine. You just want a long-range operator skill, maybe Tempest, but it's not too recommended. In terms of grenades, you can just do the grenade, regular trophy system, all that setup. And in terms of red perks, the best red perks would be Agile if you want to be able to scope in quicker. You want to use Flak Jacket if you're rushing around the map and you might accidentally run into trip mines. And you want to use Lightweight, especially if you're running around the map again, kind of like MSMC and you're super aggressive. You're going to want to use Lightweight. In terms of green perks, Toughness is the best green perk for the PDW because the recoil pattern of the PDW is so weird and you don't want people shooting at you to affect your recoil, so Toughness is the best green perk. And obviously, Dead Silence is the best perk in the game. If you're not running Dead Silence, you have a problem. Now, let's get back into the gameplay and I will go over 4 tips and tricks on how to use the PDW. Alright guys, now we are going to go over some tips and tricks with the PDW-57 and how you should be using it and how you can improve your gameplay with it. So the first tip is you want to use it at close to medium range. You don't want to snipe across the map or use it like an assault rifle, primarily because it has such a bad range. I'm thinking it's only like 20, I believe, but it's just, you should not be using it as an AR. Use it more like an SMG, which it is, or use it more like an MSMC. Tip number 2, if you don't like that it can only be used at shorter ranges, you can use the RUS, which was previously called the AKS. It's way more versatile, and it's overall a better gun than the PDW. Like, you really shouldn't be using the PDW unless you do want to, of course, try it out. Tip number 3, it's a good beginner gun because it does have 50 bullets, and that is without an extended mag, but beginners, if they are not good with their accuracy, they have 50 bullets to mess around with, so it is a good gun for them, especially that you get it on the 4th day when you first download the game. And the 4th tip, you can rush with it, and it's really good at close range, because it does 90 damage, plus it is short range. So if you are using it like an MSMC, you will do a lot of damage, and especially if your opponent is using an MSMC and they can't hit their shots, they're going to run out of ammo, and your PDW had 50 bullets in it, so you should be able to take them out super easily. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, make sure to like, comment, and share the video with your friends. Also, remember, intro, outro, or logo, contact Arti by Discord. His tag is in the description. And also, I have a Discord server. Please join. We have a few members so far. It is in the description and at the start of the video. I put it on screen. But that is it for today's video. This is Delta signing off, and I will see you all in the next one.